It's important for children to get involved in growing power in the good food revolution, as well, Alan says, because to this date, the spoilage of America, the spoilage has indoctrinated our young people to think that, you know, it comes at the edge of mother's paycheck or someone's food stamps, but never from the earth or the garden. They are completely cut off and removed, and that's so hard to believe in a state like South Carolina that has had a history of growing crops on and on and on. And so to return these young people to their power, to the empowerment of how do you grow power for yourself, financial power, mental power, social power, political power in your community. How do you grow those things? Just like how you brush your teeth every day, how do you grow good hygiene, how do you grow your power? So it's a tremendous program. We have to say again how impressed we were to see the city of Milwaukee just overtaken, where projects used to be, where kids were delinquent from school or cutting, playing hooky from school, that they're there early before classes begin so that they can water their gardens, they can check out their planting, check out what they're growing today. So we've seen the change just in the attitudes of children when they begin this education process of sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is an exciting field for young people to be getting involved in this time in the world history.
I was really glad to hear when you gave us a tour yesterday how much you talked about the environment, about people's impact on it, and how you're trying to be sustainable. I really appreciate that, moving from people of color generally becoming self-sufficient.
It's important to grow your own food because if you never had no food, or like when people who was coming across the ocean, they didn't have no food, so they had to grow the crops, you know, to survive, you know, just to make a living.
You can learn how to survive on your own with no supermarkets, no Walmart, no nothing. Just straight dirt and some hard work. You be out there hoeing with a hoe and pulling weeds out and carting them off. It's a lot of hard work.
Programs like this give people the advantage to say, well, what if I had an orchard in my backyard? Or Uncle so-and-so has 10 acres he's not doing anything on. Let's go plant an apple orchard out there. What if we had the corner on the market for apples right here in the Low Country, where people didn't have to go out and buy them or be beholden to whether or not it was a drought or it was too much rain or it was too much heat or it was bugs or something like that. Last October, we had the honor of attending the second annual Growing Power Gathering in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
My vision really has always been that every person on earth should have access to the same healthy food. I grew up on a farm right outside of Washington, D.C., so I've always been involved in agriculture. We're a year-round food producer. For growing this kind of stuff, we're the largest year-round producer in the state of Wisconsin and maybe one of the largest in the Midwest, and we're a nonprofit. So we're able to grow throughout the winter inside these greenhouses without heat.
Arugula, watercress, and yellow perch are growing together in greenhouses on a busy street in Milwaukee. It's a promising experiment at a place called Growing Power. The community-based urban farm grows food for local groceries and restaurants. Those markets have been hungry for yellow perch since numbers of the favorite fish crashed in Lake Michigan in the 1990s. Will Allen runs Growing Power.
You get two products in a pretty confined system. If you look at that system, you got food growing up there, and you got food growing on the next level, and down in the bottom you got 10,000, probably more like 9,000 now, but about 9,000 perch. We use the plants to filter out the waste.
Plants, soil, and pebbles make natural filters.
We were truly inspired and became committed to sustainable food systems and sustainable living choices.
There's no place growing food and teaching people in the low country, from what I know.
If somebody could show us a way to do it easier using greenhouses, maybe that'll take it to another level.
So what Growing Power does by bringing in a program like this at the level of an R.O.T.C. or a Regional Outreach Training Center is to exactly do that. Bring in the earth science teachers, bring in the Girl Scout leaders, bring in the Boy Scout leaders, bring in these mentors who are directly taking these programs to the children, and they come in, they get the full day or the full weekend of training here, and then they take that out to the other locations throughout a 5-county area near us. This is a conversation already being had in most states. That's how big Growing Power is. The appearance of Growing Power and their greenhouses will certainly bring that visibility to more, where children and those mentoring those children can come. Maybe one weekend a quarter or one weekend a planting season to get more information on things they don't know about: composting, worms, vermiculture, these things that will increase and enhance the greenhouse technology.
It's natural. It's nothing added. Now look how big this cucumber is. This cucumber is big naturally by the earth, not by no pesticides, no chemicals.
So the Regional Outreach Training Program or Training Center that is getting set to launch, we're excited about it. We can see it on the horizon, hopefully by the fall planting season, that center that comes down from Will Allen and Growing Power out of Milwaukee just sets South Carolina on fire. It gives young people gardens on the rooftops of their schools. It gives the little ladies who are just doing the gardens and their tomatoes and their flowers an expansion to fill their kitchen table, to fill their cupboards without wondering how they're going to get food stamps or more money to make it happen at the grocery stores. And all of that builds partnership, serious partnership between the partners in education here in South Carolina, as we said, the people who are doing the bread farms, the harvest food centers, and trying to address obesity and starvation. A lot of people don't know that we have children starving right here in the state of South Carolina each and every day. It's not just in Haiti, it's also in this state.